Hey guys, I'm back to talk about seeds because I am trying to document this. So, the dogs are playing in the background, as you can hear. I have a Basset Hound and an Australian Shepherd, and they're being loud. I have my coffee. It's 1:23 in the afternoon. I'm ready for a nap. Okay. Okay. Look at that. I've cut my top of my head off. I don't want to do that. I got Puppy down here. Get down. Okay. So, I went through all of my garden seeds, my vegetables and that type of thing. I think there's some herbs in here for things that I wanted to plant this year. And we're going to do Blue Lake 274 green beans. They are my favorite. However, I found some called Jade and I'd really like to try them. Axel, no. No. He's eating a popsicle box. He is a puppy. Anyway, I found some called Jade, but every time I go to order the seeds, they're out of stock. So I don't know if that means that they're that good. They haven't replenished the stock. I don't know. So, okay. I wish I was a little more prepared. I'm just not. So we're just going to go for it. Last year I planted some lettuce. This is Butter Crunch lettuce. I got it at the farm store. I had some good luck with some lettuce. I think it was this one, but I don't know. And then I went to replant to have more lettuce, and the birds, like, it came up and they were like about that tall. One day, the next day I went out and the birds ate them all. So, no more lettuce. Tomatillos. These are purple tomatillos. I grew some tomatillos last year and I harvested a couple of them, but I didn't know when to harvest them. I've done some research since then. Now I know, so we're going to try it again. The one thing that you need to know about a tomatillo, if you actually do a tomatillo, is you have to have at least 2 plants, because they're not self-pollinators, they're cross-pollinators. Is that the term I'm looking for? They're not self-pollinators. I'm very tired. More coffee, please. Seriously. So they have to have 2 to be able to pollinate. It won't do it with just 1 plant. So, radishes. I planted radishes last year and they were pretty good. I mostly took them to my grandma. I don't know why. The couple that I did keep, they went bad on my counter and I never tried them. I don't even know what a radish tastes like. We're going to try radishes again because they have a very 25 days to harvest. So you want something, you know, with quick turnaround, and, you know, if you really like it, radishes. That's the place to go. We'll do those in a minute. Snap peas. Sugar snap peas. So there's different types of peas. There's the types of peas that you eat that are like the peas you think of. Honestly, when I think of peas, I think of the school cafeteria and the little green things that I don't really care for. But these are snap peas. So you don't have to break them out of their shell. Their pods are edible. They're sweet and crunchy. 70 days to harvest, so pretty quick turnaround, you know. My aunt actually bought me these for Christmas 2 Christmases ago, 2020. And I didn't plant them last year because I just didn't. I don't know why. So we're going to plant some snap peas. Cucumbers. These are straight 8 cucumbers. Cucumbers are kind of a hit and miss at my house. I actually like cucumbers, oddly enough. If you go to like Outback or other steakhouses, Longhorn's one, they all have cucumbers in their salad. I personally like the cucumbers in their salad. Other people don't. My husband and I, when we go to like Texas Roadhouse, they have cucumbers and eggs in their salad. Well, I'm not a fan of eggs in my salad, so we always just ask them to put my eggs on his salad and his cucumbers on my salad. So the only reason I planted cucumbers in 2020 was to make pickles. My husband wanted pickles. Well, we still have some of those pickles. My grandma made them for us. We still have some of those pickles, so I pulled the cucumbers out. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to plant cucumbers, but if I do, I don't plant very many because really all we do with them here is make pickles with them. We'll put those together. I got a mystery pack of seeds. I ordered from M.I. Gardener, and it's mystery seeds. It says, mystery seed, what will it grow? Sow these seeds and then you'll know. All you need to grow this mystery seed is water, soil, care, and sun. Growing big is so much fun. This is Dr. Seuss week, at least at my kid's school, so it feels kind of Dr. Seussy to me. Dogs are playing. Anyway, I'm going to grow them because I want to know what they are. So that'll be fun, right? Surprise! Corn. Let's talk about corn. So last year I planted peaches and cream, ambrosia, and then some fun decorative type corns. The only ones that I had any luck with was the ambrosia, which were seeds from 2020, and the peaches and cream, which I actually bought last year. Last year I bought them from Urban Farmer. The year before I bought peaches and cream, but I bought them at a local greenhouse. But I've had really good luck, and I really, really like this. So I'm going to plant the peaches and cream again, and I still have, oh, this is incredible. I'm sorry, it's incredible that I planted from leftover from 2020. The ambrosia was some I planted last year, and it came from Urban Garden, or it might have come from Baker Creek. Anyway, wherever it came from, I didn't have any luck. Then, hold on. Watching dogs is like watching kids sometimes. Then I ordered some corn from M.I. Gardener, and I'm debating if I'm going to plant anything besides this incredible and this peaches and cream. But I did order these, so I may. So we got some Oaxacan green dent. Green dent corn. So the deal with dent corn is one way to know when it's done or whatever is the corn kernel. Whoo, say that 10 times fast. Excuse me, at the end, dents in. So it gives the name. Then I bought Bloody Butcher corn. I don't know. I think I went seed crazy the day I bought all this. Was one time last fall. And then double red sweet corn. I think for sure I'm going to plant that one, but I haven't just totally decided. There's only 20 kernels in this one, and 20 in this one, and 20 in this one. So I could probably, the way my rows are, just plant these and be done. Then here's more lettuce. Oh, and it's butter crunch also. But it's actually coated. Now I heard somewhere that if you have coating on seeds, that the seeds are only good for 1 year. Now, I don't know if that was true for what they were planting. They were actually planting Lysianthus, or if that's true for all coated seeds. One of the big reasons that you coat seeds, if you've ever looked at a carrot seed, no, that's lettuce, sorry. If you've ever looked at a carrot seed, I bought some lettuce seeds, carrot seeds, anything really tiny like the Lysianthus seeds. It's nice to have that coating because then you can at least see what you're doing. That's the difficult part. Speaking of carrots, I bought these, and they're actually supposed to be in a tape. Now, I watched a video from the conservation department in Alaska, and what they did is they took a paper towel and they made it about this wide or so, and then they used a paste of flour and water, and it kind of made a glue, and they put this paste down on the strip of paper towel, and then they put their carrot seeds every so often on it. Then you can go and you can plant that, and it basically does the same thing as what this does. You can plant that, and the paper towel, the flour, and the water, they all disintegrate and become that good matter stuff in the soil. And then you have your carrot seeds, and it makes it easier to see them, plus it makes it easier to lay them in a straight row and get them spaced evenly. Tricks. We planted arugula last year. Oh my gosh, this stuff was amazing. It finally went to seed. I kind of quit cutting on it and it went to seed, so I fed it to my chickens and they loved it. My grandmother loved it, and she didn't know what arugula was. I had to teach her about arugula. I don't know if my rosemary is going to come back or not from what was planted last year, because this is supposed to be a perennial. So I thought I would start a couple. It's a tender perennial. So I thought I would start a couple just in case I don't have any. Plus, if I do have them come back, then I can give them away or whatever. We'll do that in a minute. Swiss chard. So I wanted to try Swiss chard last year. And I bought some seeds and I was going to start them. And I didn't. I don't know why. So I went to the store and I bought a plant and I planted the plant. But I didn't know when I was supposed to harvest it. So I just had to pull it and I fed it to the chickens. So at least it didn't go totally to waste. But I bought some more seeds and we're going to try again. Although, why I bought more seeds is a good question because I already had some, seeing as though I bought them last year. Sometimes. And I also have Verde Tomatillos. You can't really... so we're going to do purple and Verde Tomatillos. This here is actually supposed to be with my flowers. It's ornamental wheat. It's black tip ornamental wheat. So it should be with the flowers. Why it isn't, I don't know. So we'll just throw it over there. I tried eggplant last year. I did not have any luck. This was in one of the garden beds that I just didn't have any luck, hardly grown anything except lettuce. So I'm going to attempt the eggplant again. This is a different variety. I had some seeds left over from the other, but I thought I would try this one from my gardener. So we'll see how it does. Asparagus. Martha Washington asparagus. I'm sorry. Mary Washington. Coffee break, excuse me. I bought some starts, I guess you would say, and I planted them last year, but I also wanted to try and start from seed. The thing is, days till maturity. If I plant these this year, they won't be really mature and ready where I can do anything with them for 3 years. So that's why I kind of bought the starts. The starts give you a little bit of a head start, but you don't get a total head start. So the starts from last year, you know, might be this year, might still be next year. These are just ornamental birdhouse gourds. I probably should have shown them when I show the pumpkins. I planted some gourds last year. This one's the birdhouse style. So it's a little bit different than the ones I planted last year. And I don't remember if I actually pulled out what I planted last year to plant again or not. But I thought I would try you know, a couple plants, not many. The reason I didn't get my gourds last year is the squash bugs took them over. So it killed them. Broccoli, I tried this last year. Well, actually, I tried broccolini last year. I didn't have any luck. I'm going to try broccoli. Wish me luck. Actually, because it's folded over, that means that I planted some last year. And I didn't have any luck with it either. But I'm going to attempt it again. It matures in 60 days. And I think it's a cold weather, like a cooler temperature plant. Yeah, it says transplant outdoors 2 weeks before your last frost. So in midsummer for a fall crop or a late fall in mild climates. So we're going to attempt broccoli again. I'm always ready to try. I'm going to try these again. These are orange bell peppers. I planted some last year. This exact one, as you can tell, it's folded over and taped even. The reason I didn't get any last year, and I never could get them to harden off. Every time I'd pick one and I'd cut it open, the skin was, or the flesh and the skin, I don't know, it was so thin, like it just, okay, so I'm going to attempt the bell peppers again, but I don't know. I also have, you'd think I'd be a little more together, but the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Tomato seeds. I have a pepperoncini pepper. I got this one from M.I. Gardener as well. I don't know, it looked like fun. Like I said, I think I went seed happy last fall and started buying seeds. I wanted to try them. I bought some Shishito Peppers. These are supposed to be really good peppers to roast. They're really sweet, and you put them on a pan with some olive oil and salt and pepper, and you're supposed to roast them, and they're supposed to be excellent. Last year was actually when I bought these plants, but I didn't get them started in time, so I bought a Shishito pepper plant, and I never got anything off of it. So we're going to attempt to start them again. I don't know, it'll be interesting. I also bought another brand of Shishito pepper because I couldn't find this one, and I couldn't find any others, and when I went on to Johnny Seeds earlier this year to buy all the flowers, I found this, and I was like, I want Shishito pepper seeds. So I got some of those. Let's talk. I think that's all my peppers. Hold on. Let me double check. I have a lot of seeds sitting here. I'm not even sure where I'm going to put them all. And because of that, I may have to scale down some. So, I mean, I have a lot of space, but I don't have a lot of space. So, we'll see. That's all my pepper plants. I did find some more carrots. These are supposed to be deep purple carrots. I have this thing for purple. It's my favorite color. But I also have this thing for fun colored vegetables. Purple potatoes, purple carrots, purple tomatillos. So, I'm going to attempt... Guys, calm down. I'm going to attempt purple carrots. I did get a carrot crop last year. I ate on some, and then I gave my grandma some. Okay, let's go to cantaloupe. So this is cantaloupe that I actually planted last year. It's a Hale's Best Jumbo. I think I got 6 cantaloupe out of 2 plants, maybe. I don't like cantaloupe. Why do you grow cantaloupe if you don't like it? Oh, thank you for asking. My mom and my mother-in-law and my grandmother love cantaloupe, and so if I can grow it, why not? I'll help them out and they can have cantaloupe. Watermelon, So I bought these seeds in 2020, although I wrote 2021 on it. Anyway, I bought them in 2020 to start for my daughter. Lost them in my truck. Found them in my truck. Lost them in my truck. Found them in my truck. You know how that story goes. Last year, I tried to start some watermelon. I don't know where those seeds were. Maybe I used all of them. Didn't have any luck. Went and bought her some watermelon plants. I accidentally forgot that I bought watermelon plants. They stayed in the truck. They died. Went to the store and bought more watermelon plants. And the only watermelon we were able to pick off of the stem before the bugs ate them was not good. So, here's the seeds. We're gonna attempt them again. Okay. I have bunching onions. I have shallots, which is in the same family. I have an American flag leek. So I got leeks last year. I got them planted. They grew. I didn't know when to harvest them. I forgot about them and I fed them to the chickens. Don't judge me. I judge myself enough. Don't judge me. There were more. Oh, I have yellow sweet Spanish onions, which I started these last year. And I got some fairly decent starts on them. Planted them in the bed that all of the squash throw up happened in. Look at another video if you want to see how much squash I had. Anyway, and the squash ate the onions. So we had no onions. So we're going to attempt the onions again. Then, moving on, I think that's all the, yeah, these are all, okay. I'm getting myself, we're going to try some Italian striped summer zucchini squash. So these are supposed to be extremely easy to grow. Like everybody says that the zucchini squash is so easy. You'll get so many you won't know what to do with them. This will be year number 3 of attempting with different type. Wish me luck because I haven't had any luck yet. No luck on the zucchini squash. The yellow crookneck squash. Planted this last year. Did really well until I went on vacation. And then that's about the time that the squash bugs showed up and it just... Delecta winter squash. So I didn't even know that this was a thing or what this was or anything. And Pioneer Woman used one in a recipe. And so ever since then I've wanted to try it. And I think I have tried it. It was at a restaurant. It's not something I grew. But I got some seeds to try and grow my own because why not? Now the spaghetti squash. I grew this last year. Like, this took over my flower bed, or my vegetable garden. I had them everywhere. They were running out my ears, but I'm telling you, it is delicious. So we're gonna plant more, but we're gonna be a little more, we're not gonna plant as many. Then we have butternut squash. I planted these, and we got some, but not quite really as many as I wanted. And I think I actually planted more of these than these, but these took over. Oh, and they also cross-pollinated, one plant of it did, with some decorative pumpkins. And so the outsides were beautiful. The insides tasted delicious, but the outsides, whoo, they were pretty. Then I'm going to, okay, that gets us out of those. I'm going to attempt red acre cabbage. And I'm going to attempt mammoth red rock cabbage. And Copenhagen market cabbage. I tried cabbage last year. It didn't work. I bought some plants because I thought, oh, I'll just grow from plants. Didn't work. It didn't work. So we're going to attempt to grow from seed and have better luck. because we're just gonna have better luck. I'm not sure why or how, but it's gonna work. Then we have kale. I planted kale last year. I grew kale last year. I did not eat kale last year, but hey, the chickens did. The birds kind of, they didn't eat the kale, but they like nibbled at the kale. I didn't want to eat the kale after the birds. I don't know where his beak has been. So I fed it to the chickens. The chickens liked it. And then this was a free packet I got when I ordered from Baker Creek this year. It's, oh no, it's not free. I'm sorry, I take that back. I ordered these. I don't even know what they are. I just thought it'd be fun. That's what it is. They're originating in Africa, a large purple berry that are cooked and sweetened. Do not eat raw. Great in pies. I remember this now. Grow plants like peppers. So we're going to have some huckleberry pie. Hopefully. Keyword there is hopefully. Wish me luck. Okay, so I haven't changed clothes. I had to leave and go get my daughter at school. End of the school day, nothing wrong. And it is 79 degrees outside on March the 2nd. Water. I switched to water, not coffee, but I think I need more coffee. Anyway, it's hot and my sweatshirt was warm, so I took it off. So I didn't actually change clothes, even though it looks like I did. So let's finish this seed thing real quick. And then I got a garden shed, and my husband is getting electricity to it. So I'm getting closer to being able to use my garden shed. So let's finish this up real quick. So I think we are left with, these are all, yeah, okay, we're left with tomatoes, some squash, and some herbs. I may save the herbs for another day because we're starting to get kind of long, I have a feeling. So we'll just go with the tomatoes and then the squash, and then we'll do the herbs another day. Okay, so last year, it's funny, last year I started getting on a huge kick to find tomato seeds. I ordered a bunch from Urban Farmer and from Baker Creek, and then every time I went anywhere, I was always looking at tomato seeds and picking up tomato seeds because I had really good luck growing tomatoes last year. I don't know if it'll happen this year or if it was a quinkydink. It's my favorite word. I don't know. But, so I have some Roma tomato seeds left over from last year. Aroma is a determinate tomato. There are two types of tomatoes, determinate and indeterminate. If you don't know the difference, a determinate means that they're going to grow to a certain height, they're going to give you a certain amount of fruit, and then they're done. An indeterminate, they'll grow, and especially if you keep on trimming off the lower layers, the dead layers where you've picked stuff and whatever, they'll just grow and grow and grow and grow until either you quit paying attention to them or a frost comes and kills them. Because frost and tomatoes don't jive. I don't know who that is. I'm not answering. So anyway, Roma tomatoes are determinate. So they're really good for planting in pots. Like if you just have a little patio where you can put some pots or a terrace or, you know, something. These are your friends. They're also a paste tomato. So they're everybody knows what aroma looks like, right? They're really good in a lot of things. Then I got some classic beefsteak tomatoes. I got these, looks like this year. They're big. They're really good on BLTs. You slice them up. You could put them on hamburgers. I used to not like tomatoes, and neither did my husband. But But they say that your taste buds change every 7 years. And they also say that you should try something more than once. I always heard 12 times, and that's what I used to tell my oldest daughter. You have to try something 12 times before you can just flat out tell me, I don't like it. Because, and 12 times doesn't mean bite, bite, bite. Oh no, it's one time. And, you know, if you have it on your plate or somebody else's plate and you try it and you don't like it, that's fine. I never said you had to finish it. Try it, you don't like it, move on. But you have to try something 12 times at my house before I'll just say, fine, don't ever eat it again. Okay, moving on. That was a weird rant. I also got some mushroom basket tomatoes. Because don't they look fun? They are a favorite tomato from... Oh, I don't want to say where they're from. They're ribbed and pleated, but uniform and large, firm-fleshed with a sweet, mild flavor, not very seedy. I don't want to tell you why I don't want to say where they're from, because it's a very sensitive subject, and it's not a good subject right now, and it kind of involves war. We'll leave it at that. Moving on. Oh. I have 3. So last year, I had more tomato seeds than what I actually pulled out to grow. Last year, I had 19 tomato plants in my garden and probably another 20 planted alongside my house because they love sun and they love heat. And the west side of my house is in the sun most of the day. They get shade. It gets shade in the morning and then it's in sun until the sun sets. It doesn't have very good soil. If you look at one of my garden videos, you'll see the area. It doesn't have very good soil, but they did well other than the soil is just kind of poor. So I'm going to do some amending to the soil, and I think I'm going to plant some more. But anyway, my husband kind of told me I should cut back on tomatoes. I kind of listened, but kind of not, because is he going to tell me what to do? No, he's not that kind. He just suggested it because he said, remember what happened last year? Well, last year when we went on vacation, my tomatoes I had them staked up and my stakes weren't very good and they started leaning and they all fell over and I came home to tomatoes like this and it wasn't pretty. And then I got frustrated and I put it off for a couple of more weeks, and then I went in and I spent 2 days trimming up and making it all right. So I'm going to do better this year. I'm going to figure out the best way. I've tried the wire cages. They don't work. I don't know why, but they don't work for me. Every last one of them fell over. I have tried the stake poles. They don't work. I've seen a couple of different methods that I'm going to attempt this year. We haven't totally decided. We've talked actually about taking cattle panels and staking them with a T-post and then just basically tying them up the cattle panel. I'm not totally opposed to that. I've got my hand on some cattle panels I can use. I may do that. I don't know. I haven't decided what route I'm going to go. But those are 3 types of tomatoes I'm planting, and then I picked out 3 fun type because you just couldn't help myself. And these all come from In My Gardener. Blueberries tomato. They are an indeterminate. A dark bicolored purple, get that, and red variety with a rich sweet flavor. This purple leafed tomato plant will add a unique touch to the garden. Disease resistant and can grow up to 6 feet tall. Perfect for fresh eating salsas and salads. They're purple. I couldn't resist. Then I picked green zebra tomatoes. I actually grew some of these last year and they were fun. I started quite a few seeds. I think they came from Urban Farmer last year, and I probably still have some of those seeds. But I supplied friends and family with seeds, and I didn't get very many of my green zebra, so I'm attempting the green zebra again. They are also an indeterminate. This fairly recent heirloom was first released in '86, so it's 3 years younger than, never mind. A popular tomato amongst gourmet chefs, specialty markets, and home gardener. This tomato is sweet, rich, and has a tangy flavor to it. This green tomato with bright lime green stripes makes a beautiful addition to any dish. Stripes will turn from white to yellow at full ripeness. And finally, the last tomato is the big rainbow tomato, because, I don't know, it looked fun. It is also an indeterminate. These tomatoes live up to their name. Giant tomatoes weighing regularly over 1 pound and usually surpassing 2 pounds when grown properly. Plants are more disease resistant than other bicolored tomatoes. Its color continues throughout the entire fruit, a swirling and tie-dye of orange, yellow, and red. I don't know, it looked like fun, and I like fun. I need fun in my life. Finally, the pumpkins. And I grew pumpkins last year. And I grew, so in fall of 2020, we went to a pumpkin patch. I bought a 90 to 100 pound pumpkin. I mean, this thing was huge. Then my husband also bought me a 129 pound pumpkin at a local greenhouse. It was even bigger. It was hard for me to get them off the front porch after season when they needed to be disposed of. They were so heavy. Anyway, I saved seeds from them. So I pulled out the seeds from the 129 pound pumpkin. And I grew some last year, but the stupid bugs, I have to get this bug thing under control. And then the small decorative pumpkins that I said that mixed in with my spaghetti squash, we're going to attempt them again. That's a flower. It shouldn't be there. Green decorative pumpkins. So my daughter bought this real cute little green decorative pumpkin at the same patch this last year. And this is all the seeds I got from it. But I'm going to plant a couple. And then I thought these looked like fun. They're called black Futsu squash. I don't know. They look like fun. It says the Japanese variety is a flavorful and unique addition to the garden. Skin is thin, edible, and matures to a grayish blue color. The flesh is bright orange and delicious in any dish. It stores for 4 to 5 months. I don't know. It looked like fun. It actually looks like a pumpkin, but it doesn't sound like it's a pumpkin, so it should have been with the squash things. I'm not going to start a whole lot of those. Maybe like 1 or 2 of each variety, because I just can't help myself. But, yeah. So, that is where we landed on the vegetable garden, what we're growing, what we're planting. I know that sounds like a lot, and goodness, I don't know if I have enough garden space for it, but I'm going to attempt this year to plant fewer, but get better results. That's how that works, right? Just say it's going to happen and it happens. Okay. I'm going to save the herbs for another season, plus I'm going to tell you all about my gardening shed in a video coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all for putting up with my random nonsense, and I'll see you next time. Bye!